Hello there. My name is Eddie. Name you've probably heard before, and a name that I pray you only know for a good reason. If you are seeing this video, then iJailbreak Luck, better known as Broski by many, was confirmed to be a pedophile. Warning, this video may be triggering to many people. I'm not sure where to start, because a lot has happened, but I'll try. I was originally going to have John and Kit Kat here to help me do this, but I decided against it, as I'd like me to be the person who gives this message to you, and me only, for the sake of you understanding why we did all this. For those of you who are unaware, my name is Eddie, hello there, a man by the name of John Wick, and a woman by the name of Kit Kat 989 were responsible for the downfall, accusation, and, well, quite literally the eradication of Broski. We did all of this for one reason: to avenge Kit Kat and the countless victims of Broski. You have my deepest condolences for if you had to go through anything like that. I can't tell you how many victims he's done this to, but I can tell you it's been more than at least 5. We'll say 10 tops, but that's still 10 is a small number by lots of counts, but that was every single person he's ever done it to successfully that, well, probably spent months getting groomed. I'd like to apologize to the many people that were avenged on August 31st, 2025, who did not know my name, let alone who I was, or who John Wick was, and I can assure you, you more than likely knew who Kit Kat was if you were in MCN. I'd like to apologize for being nothing but a stranger to you. I understand that might be quite confusing. I don't blame you. But me, John Wick, and Kit Kat are responsible for you being avenged if you were watching this video and are a victim of Broski. We did all of this for you specifically. The people who were so scared because of the amount of torture they were put through during all of this. They were so scared they couldn't say anything. And maybe one or two did try, but Broski outfoxed them and managed to hide it. There have been plenty of rumors about him being a pedophile. There have been plenty of false things made and real-life things made that were so confusing no one could put their finger on it. There are many who will still, as of right now, try to defend him as they're going through grief. One of the stages of grief is denial. I don't blame you, but if it's been a month and you're still supporting that man, I'm sorry, but you are going to be an outcast. Not by my standards, but by everyone else's. But the reason we truly are all here where we are is because of one thing, and that's our hope. This hope we get from using our imagination to come up with what-if scenarios in the event that something bad happens. Our wonder leads us to great things. And I could only wonder the things he's done to all those women, all the people he's lied to, and all of the pawns he's created in the process. Anyone, and I mean anyone in MCN, I consider innocent in this entire situation. Anyone who defends him, I consider only a pawn in his game. When I say pawn, I don't mean like it makes you any less than you already are. I'm saying in his game specifically. He lied to many. He hurt even more. He ruined people's reputations, and he tried to lie. This time, he tried to lie, but we caught him. For a man who doesn't own Snapchat, I find it quite weird that he told Kit Kat to delete her Snapchat, and there are, I believe, 2 or 3 more people who had his Snapchat account. So, if you really do believe he's innocent, I hate to say it, but you are going to become a public enemy quite quickly. Not by my standards. Trust me, I've done everything I've wanted to. I found out a long time ago that Broski was a pedophile, and I didn't have any proof against it. There was one screenshot where he confirmed to have done it a while ago, but has become a changed man. And I regret to inform you, as you've already seen, that this changed man is far from a changed man. People like Broski are monsters. Monsters who prey on the innocents and the mentally unstable so that they can have their sick sexual fantasies become a reality. I may not know Broski's real name. I may not know what he looks like, let alone where he lives, but I know he has angered a lot of people. So Broski, if you're watching this, I'll tell you right now, there is no walls, there is no law enforcement, there is no court system, there is no fortress that can keep you safe from the amount of people you've angered. I can't do anything. I won't do anything. It goes against my moral standards. But you, my friend, have become a target by all the people you have ever damned. And I pray that if your life is ever taken, it's by someone who hates you more than I do. And if you do take your own life, I want you to know absolutely nobody will feel bad about it. Nobody will. I think people would be happy to know that a monster like you is no longer on this earth. You deserve to suffer eternally. You deserve to have everything you've ever loved stripped from you, slapped in the back of the head with a wet frying pan, and then done all over. If I could do anything right now, it would go back in time and stop you from ever living. Because there is no force of God that can save you from the wrath of the hundreds of people who hate you. Probably more. Wreck Mob, hi, how you doing, guys? Every single military community. They know who you are. They know what monster you've become. They know that you've lied. They know that you've preyed on the innocent. They know. Because of me, Kit Kat, and John Wick. They know who you are. And I'd like the name of Eddie, my name, to be used as a symbol of peace across every community and rec room. A hope that one day, a place we all love so much can become just a little bit more safer. And because of what we did, it was. And because of the amount of women you abused, it had to come to this. All you had to do was put the VR headset. I don't really know what device you used. I've never talked to you that much. But I know who you are. And I know whatever device you're using, all you had to do was just uninstall Rec Room on it, but you couldn't. You had to come back and you had to make it worse. And you spent 7 minutes of your life admitting everything you've ever done. You must feel like one hell of an idiot, and I pray to God you go tonight. You go tonight to bed with my name playing in your head over and over and over again. Because I want you to know the only person in this world who hates you more than me are all the women you've ever sexually and mentally abused. And even then, I sometimes like to imagine I hate them a little bit more. Excuse me, I hate you a little bit more than they do. There was no script to this video. There was no planning. This is just me sitting here on my bed telling you everything. If you were watching this video and you were a victim of Broski, like I said before, all of this was for you. I pray you can go to bed tonight knowing a little bit better that you are safer now. Now that a monster who has done nothing but hurt you is gone. And if in the event Broski ever comes back, there will be a war. A war that will cause a lot of problems, but a war that will bring nothing but peace. Because like I said, there was no force of God to save you from what people have done. Or what are going to do to you. I wouldn't be surprised if you end up in handcuffs in a week or two, because as far as I'm concerned, law enforcement by now already knows about who you are and what you've done. So I want you to sit there watching this, and I want you to think. I want you to think about what you've done, and I pray to God when you're in prison that there are people who do terrible things to you. Because that's not even enough for what you've truly done. You are a monster. And there is no going back from who you are. Let the name of Eddie be a symbol of peace and justice across Rec Room. Let the name Kit Kat 989 be a reminder of what we all wish we could have been. Innocent. And she was. But you know what I mean. And let the name John Wick be known as the man who got his hands on the video that took down one of Rec Room's largest pedophiles in a very long time. I thank you for your time. And I pray this video was sent across every single server it can. I hope if you're watching this, you show the people that you love as some kind of representation that even though there are terrible, terrible things in this world, there will always be people there to stop it from getting even worse. And if it ever does get worse, I will fight. I will fight on this God-forbidden platform until the day every single light of a pedophile's mind is extinguished. I am one man, but everyone watching this, you are many. You are many with the willpower to kill a god. So I beg of you to do everything in your power to bring people like that to justice any time of your life that you can. Let it be online, in real life. Let it be true. I am Eddie, a symbol of peace. Thank you. And my condolences to every victim of broski.